I want to ask you one thing, Ghalib. You did a stream, that's a seminal stream you did on sex slavery.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it was very difficult to watch. I could not watch it in. I could not watch your one stream in 2 or 3 sittings. It just literally made me cry. It broke my heart. I could watch only 20-30 minutes, then I stopped it. I was not able to do anything for the entire day. But after your stream, I watched the justification given by those anti-apostasy squad,
Mhm.
and it was even more difficult to watch. The kind of mental gymnastic those people made. Now, I want to ask you one question. Do you really think those people believe in the kind of justification they are giving today? Or they are doing it deep down their heart? They know that what they are telling it. See, in the entire Quran or Hadith, I don't think they would be able to find the justification they are giving it today. That only sex slavery was
Yeah.
allowed only in the wars. They are giving it, they are making it up. But do you really think that they believe it? And secondly, would the would the moderate Muslims be able to buy their propaganda, or would they side with you? They never knew about this. They are coming to know about this only when you are talking about it. They would listen to you and them, and they would come to the conclusion that what they are doing is just mental gymnastic. What is your opinion about this?
I think these were 6, 7 people. Some of them would believe that what they are saying is right. Some of them would know that what they're saying is wrong. I think there are both type of Muslims there. I don't think so that there would be people who would be genuinely convinced. Why? Because there are some Muslims who think, okay, Allah was doing it, Prophet was doing it, whatever it was they were doing to the slave woman deserved it. Even Wajdi said that it was a punishment for those slave women to be raped. So this is how it is. These guys, I think, even if they may feel bad for these women, and let me tell you, even among these 6 people, the references and all the information that I showed, I think it would be only Wajdi who would know that these things are written. Even he wouldn't know the whole situation. I can bet you on this.
Yes.
They don't know all the references that were given in that presentation. No one knew all of those references, none of them. I did not know all of them before I collected the information. I did not know of all of that. Some things were new for me even when I started collecting it, because there were 2 other friends who were helping me collect all of this, you know because
And
when they did this stream, then those 2 friends, they convinced me to do this. And
you can
they are both very knowledgeable people.
it was mind boggling, and you can imagine the kind of discourse we are having today. That earlier this so I am listening to you for, I think, for last 2 years, and there used to be people who used to come and say that there's nothing called sex slavery in Islam.
Yeah.
Today, if you listen to the justification given by these people, they are arguing whether you can sell your sex slave, whether prostitution was allowed with sex slave. This is the kind of now they are not arguing that whether there was sex slavery. Now they are arguing that you cannot
Yeah.
sell that lady. How low the discourse can be. And
And the
interesting
worst
thing.
thing is that these guys are willing to sell their own daughters and sisters and mothers.
Yes, it was really amazing.
Like, this
Well,
is so horrible.
it was just, I cannot imagine. I have seen, I think, maybe 5 or 6 instances in your stream, in Harris's stream. People literally said, one guy said that if it was said by Muhammad, who is a prophet of Allah, then I would have offered my mother, my sister to him. That kind of brainwashing is just amazing.
But I
It
think
is.
even the people who said this, some of them are bound to change. because this is going to happen. And
And
some of them are going to be ashamed for what they said. Believe me, in a couple of years, we are going to see people change.
oh, yes,
This is
exactly.
not going to end. This is not going to end. Basically, why we pick up slavery is because people should see that Islam is such a horrible thing and they should leave it or they should not believe in it. Because the human right
Yes,
atrocities that they've done, they are just too extreme. You cannot forgive someone for such things. If Muhammad would have lived today, no one would be able to forgive him.
yes, they can justify anything in Islam apart from sex slavery with their verbal diarrhea. But sex slavery is too much for them to handle.
Yeah.
Now they are making up the arguments. I think they literally wake up at the night just to come up with some kind of justification. How can we say these kind of things? The kind of argument they gave for the consent, oh, it was really difficult just to stand up with that. And Ghalib, you are saying, see, many people who came to you and they just because they have to defend sex slavery, so they said that we will offer uh, our family members also. But I have seen really interesting things. When somebody come to you, the one person was saying that because makatbat, it is mandatory. That guy literally bought the Hindutva propaganda.
Yeah,
See,
he did. That truth seeker guy.
yes,
He bought the whole propaganda of Chanakya and all that
yes,
fake story and propaganda and against Ashoka. Ashoka is a historical person. We
yes,
know that. Who is Chanakya? Chanakya is a nobody.
he's a mythical figure.
Yeah, I have
So,
seen
hmm,
the inscriptions of Ashoka that he carved on three huge stones in Swat, Pakistan.
hmm.
So I saw them with my own eyes about 12, 13 years ago. In 2000, no, not 12, 13 years ago. Now almost 18 years ago. It was back in 2004 I saw those rocks.
So what you
Myself.
have been what you have been able to do is you have been able to manage that that a Islamist guy can defend Hindutva propaganda. That is just amazing. Secondly, I saw a person literally saying that if this was the atheism, that Muhammad was an atheist. Somebody defended Muhammad that if this is what atheism does, then Muhammad was an atheist. And finally, what was the most interesting? Somebody from Kashmir came to you and Haris and said that he is a Kashmiri nationalist. You are a Pakistani person. Just to defend Islam, he threw Kashmiri
Yeah,
separatism under
yeah,
the
yeah.
bus.
The same guy. No, it was a different guy. This Ahmad Ali Sultan. Ahmad Ali Sultan.
Ex-
He was he
exact.
was he was cursing us for being Pakistanis. Can you imagine
Yes.
that? Such a stupid thing to do. Cursing us for
So
being Pakistanis.
what you have been able to do is what I would say is a wish list of a Hindutva nationalist in India. You have been able to convince Muslims of a Hindutva propaganda. You have been able to convince them of Kashmiri people are Indians of Indian nationalism, and you have been able to convince them that Muhammad was an atheist.
Yeah. So all of these things that this is
Only
like
you have been able to
it's
do. They
comedy.
are not
All of
able to
this.
do. This
Yeah.
is just
This
a
is
wish
all
list out
comedy.
of this. This is just a wish list out of a Hindutva nationalist person. They are not able to do it, but you are able to do.
Yeah. That's like this is the irony. Yeah. This is so
This is
stupid.
this yeah. This is a hilarious. And
Yeah, but
yesterday I said.
but Bill, the main thing is
Hmm.
to defend a lie, you would have to take extremely stupid positions. This is what all of this proves.
Yeah, this is what is being shown by their arguments.
Yeah.
So yes,
So let.
yesterday Harris was. Hmm?
Yes. Yes.
Yesterday Harris was here, so I just tried to uh, थोड़ा शुगर लगाने के लिए तो मैंने I just said that um, फिरका
Yeah,
गालिब.
he said that I belong to Firkai Ghalib. No, but he
हाँ.
was just kidding about it.
Yes,
You know.
I was also, but let me tell you one thing. See, uh, before coming to you, I read Harris's book.
Okay.
It was recommended by somebody. I think I bought it and I read it. So there's a difference between Haris and Ghalib, and it's purely personal. The difference is, for me, Haris is a celebrity, but for me, Ghalib is my brother. So
Okay.
so
That's
uh,
so kind of. Yeah.
so I would always belong to Firqa Ghalib, but I would go to Haris and I would try to somehow joke about it.
Yeah.
For me, he's a celebrity, but for me, Ghalib is my brother.
Okay, thank you for your love, and I also love you. And yeah, and if Haris is watching, maybe Haris, you should know that why why Will Goldberg belongs to my firqa. So
Oh, I would
Will
always be.
will we'll end it here. Okay, it's